So today we are going to study about Linda Gottfredson's theory of circumscription, compromise, and self-creation. We are the Group War Reporter, and my name is May Andrea B. Gutierrez, your reporter for today. So who is Linda Susan Gottfredson? So she is born on June 24, 1947, and she is currently a professor of educational psychology at the University of Delaware and co-director of the Delaware Johns Hopkins Project for the Study of Intelligence and Society. Her life and work. Born in San Francisco, she and her husband Gary Don Gottfredson received bachelor's degree in psychology in 1969 from University of California. They both went to graduate school at Johns Hopkins University where she received a PhD in sociology in 1977. So, hindi lang siya nag-aral ng psychology, kung hindi, nag-aral din siya ng sociology. Next is, in 1985, Gottfredson participated in a conference called the G Factor in Employment Testing. The papers presented were later published in the December 1986 issue of the Journal of Vocational Behavior. So let's go to her theory, circumscription and compromise. So when we say circumscription, according to Merriam Dictionary, it means restrict within limits. But in her theory, it is where the child eliminate the negative rather than selecting the most positive. And when we say compromise, according to the Merriam Dictionary, it means an agreement or a settlement. And here it means the process of abandoning the most preferred alternatives. So this theory, developed by Linda Gottfredson in 1981, attempts to describe how career choice develops in young people. Circumscription and compromise also focuses on the development of an individual's view of the occupational choices available. The theory assumes that we build a cognitive map of occupations by picking up occupational stereotypes from those around us. Occupations are placed on this map using only a small number of dimensions: sex, type, prestige level, and field of work. Young people build this map. They begin to decide which occupations are acceptable and which are unacceptable, those which fit with their own developing self-concept and those which do not. The proposed stages of circumscription are orientation to size and power. So it begins with the age of 3 and 5. Children become aware that adults have roles in their world. They realize that they will eventually become adults and take on roles for themselves. So here the child or the children see their parents or their guardian as their own role model. And they see them and they they accept their roles in their lives. Next is orientation to sex roles. Age 6 to 8. Children begin to categorize the world around them with simple, concrete distinction. They become aware of the more recognizable job roles and begin to assign them to particular sexes. They will start to see jobs which do not match their gender identity as unacceptable. So here in this theory, meron pang during this time, meron pang gender stereotyping na tinatawag kung saan pag babae ka, dapat ito ang job mo. And if you are male, this should be your job and this is what you're going to do. So if a girl wants to be a soldier, she cannot be a soldier. So na-eliminate yun kasi because because she thought that being a soldier is not for her just because she is female and that is supposed to be a male job. So next is orientation to social values, age 9 to 13. By now, children have encountered a wider range of job roles and are capable of more abstract distinctions. They begin to classify jobs in terms of social status. For example, income, education, level, lifestyle, etc., as well as sex type. So, if if the children wants to be a doctor, she or he will first consider that is this appropriate for me and because of the education that I need to acquire, and also that being a doctor will give me a high income, and also is this for male or female job. So meron na pong abstract distinction so pagdating dito, and they already know how to classify it by social status. Next is orientation to internal unique self, age 14 and above. Until this point, circumscription has been mainly an unconscious process. As entry into the adult world approaches, young people engage in a conscious search of the roles still remaining in their social space. In this process, they use increasingly complex concepts such as interests, abilities, values, work-life balance, and personality to exclude options which do not fit with their self-image and identify an appropriate field of work. So dito nagkakaroon na sila ng awareness, ng kamalayan kung ito bang job na to is para ba to sa akin, kaya ko ba tong makamit or ma-achieve, and then nakikita ko ba yung sarili ko dito and karapat dapat ba ako dito and kaya ko ba tong gampanan. So that is in the orientation to internal unique self. And then for the next reporter, we have Palilio Piona.